Alright, part two again. Um, Robert Moore, um, Superbob fight the illness. This time he's Superbob, and this is a demon that he's getting ready to face. Power to power, blast to blast. So this is gonna be pretty interesting. Um, part two. Superbob, the warrior for God. The demons that he will be facing, the forces of evil. Uh, that he had to combine, where whoever demon that he will face, Superbob must be ready. And the warrior for God that fights evil in the name of God, he will have to stay strong. And as he stayed strong for Jesus Christ, this is the warrior that he would have to be for God, and suit up for God. Now, Bud, he's minding his own business. You know, he just came out of the house. He's gonna walk outside. He got his book bag on his back, and he goes through the woods a lot. And daylight, might well say daylight, afternoon almost. And he sees this poor guy out of the middle of nowhere, just sitting in the middle of the woods. And I guess he's doing what God say. Feel sorry for poor people. He likes to help poor people. And Bud gives this poor guy's. You can't even really see his face because you don't know if he's wearing a mask or what. But Bud didn't look at it like that. I mean, he got such of a tender heart. He didn't even look at that. He just gave this poor man $5. Go get you something to eat. Doing what Jesus would do. But the poor man, he rejects that money. He didn't want that $5. To him that's cheap. What he want is not $5. And and Bud was like, you know, who are you? What do you want? And if you don't want $5, then how do you know who are you? How do you know my name and stuff like that? Cause he did mention his name. Um, and then he's explaining, I don't want your money. I don't want your kindness. You want to know who am I? Dark Tess. So he's talking his name all loud and everything, trying to freak him out and stuff. And this demon named Dark Tess, he is the demon who um, tests people. He tests the Christians. He tests Christians of trying to get them fall into what they used to go through. Anything that what they went through in the past, he tests them into what they went through. Like if you went through uh, anything that's painful, I don't even have to mention it. Any painful thing that you went through, he'll test you on that, and he'll try to use that to destroy you with it, and that's the part of death. Dark Test's game, and this is who Dark Test, and this is what he does. So he put Bud into this trap, this green stuff. It got Bud off guard because when it comes to the enemy, he gets you off guard like that. And this green stuff is not kryptonite. It's just the green stuff of poison to sicken Bud. He put this. Cause remember Bud. He went through those seizures when he was a kid. So this is the test of what Bud's going through. And what's happening is the Dark Test is trying to bring back that. He's trying to bring back that memory, and he's trying to use that green stuff to put the memory into him so he can use that memory to try to kill him with. And that's with anything. And any pain that what Bud went through, he's going to use that to kill Bud and to destroy him to gain Dark Test power, which is Dark Test, which this is him right here. I hope I'm making the best sense as I can, so just follow along. And as this green stuff, which is the poison of the past, it's creeping up on him, and trying to torture him, not necessarily kill him, but just torture him. That leads up to that. He transforms into another Dark Test, because that's what Dark Test wants. He tortures you to transform into another him. But for some reason, Dark Test, he was like, if you join me, you won't have to suffer like this. And most of the time, that's what most enemies will want anyway. You join them, you won't have to suffer. But in this situation, it didn't work on Bud, because uh, Dark Test was shocked, saying, no way, because how can you overcome the power of Dark Test's ability? And Bud, he transformed to Superbob, the full armor of God, and he blasts his way out of there, out of Dark Test's trap, and I'm gonna get it down here, and yeah, hopefully you can see it better, and all of something he bust out. He's Superbob now, so he put on the suit, and Dark Test was kind of surprised. He knew the situation of Bud, but he didn't know that Bud can transform like that. And now that he's Superball, and now that he can have the power to do that, now Dark Test can know what he can do with him. He can know how to fight him in the form of the spiritual way, not just in a way where he can use them in little weak areas. He can also fight them in strong areas. So he kind of tested him by just throwing some type of green blast at him. Little simple stuff, but Superball used the protector shield, because he do use that a lot. He got so many. Superball got so many weapons that's just like the beginning of what Superball uses, and then Dark Test, he combined himself into three, and then he used some type of demon power at him, try to throw that at him, which it did work. It got Superball off guard, and then he used a lot of more Dark Tests to kind of combine himself to make more of them. And then at the same time, the 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 demon that he had threw at him, it kind of gets sickened. But you picture how it went down, when he just sucked himself into what he was, how he failed. But yeah, um, he's getting tortured here. That's what happened here. He was tortured, and on this side, he was saying stuff like, join me, open your mind to me. That's another thing. That's what this green stuff is mostly for. Dark Test trying to get Superball to open his mind so he can fall into his spell, fall into his trap, and that's what this green stuff is for. And as he slip into it, he'll actually really fall into another one. But Suit Bob is letting him know, get out of my head. I can't let you do this. Um, and this is pretty good action, because for the second one, this is who Dark Test is, and this is the villain of Dark Test. This is the villain of who Dark Test does and who Dark Test is. So I got the third one, and be ready for that one.